My name's John Goddard. I've been a partner at L.E.K for over 20 years. One of the biggest issues facing industrial businesses of all shapes and sizes is how to cope with the energy transition. And what I mean by that is the transition from a fossil fuel world to a much reduced fossil fuel world and eventually a zero fossil fuel world. There's lots and lots going on. There's lots of new technology coming in. You know, we know well about renewables, but now we're talking about hydrogen, we're talking about direct air capture, we're talking all about small nuclear, and what is going to be the right energy mix going forward. Our clients have to understand how that is likely to evolve, and there is no one answer. No one can forecast exactly how we're going to move from a predominantly fossil fuel world to a world where fossil fuels are much less important in terms of the energy mix. However, there are likely to be a reasonable range of possibilities. And as we see new technologies come through, we're of course well aware of the importance of solar and wind, but we're seeing far more emphasis now on hydrogen, on forms of synthetic fuels, and what does that mean for industrial businesses? One of the things it will mean is around their markets. Which markets will they prioritize? Which markets will they deprioritize? What does it mean for their products and their service offer? Where could they expect to grow more? Where might they see more pressure? Again, shaping their strategy, shaping the choices around the direction of the business. The supply chain becomes that much more complicated as you think about how am I going to get access to a particular raw material, a particular technology. There's a new set of raw materials that are coming through, be it those raw materials that are in fact empowering or powering the energy transition, from particular rare earths to particular types of minerals, and having a clear view about how strategically one's going to get access to those important raw materials becomes that much more strategic than it was even a couple of years ago. Who should I partner with? How can I partner with technology? We have a very vibrant tech sector now, been accelerated really over the last few years, and we've all seen through the pandemic what can be achieved when people focus on a particular technological issue. We're seeing that play itself out across the technology space, which is of huge interest and relevance to industrial businesses. They need to recognize that they can't necessarily develop everything themselves, so they need to be quite nimble and agile in how they work with smaller organizations, technology service providers as well as product providers, and how they bring them into their enlarged ecosystem who they work with. So collaboration and partnership is going to be increasingly important over the medium term. The changes facing industrial businesses, be it from the energy transition, be it from broader sustainability trends and themes, puts that much more pressure on getting the right people with the right skills. And that's going to be an increasing challenge for businesses over the next 3, 4, 5, 10 years. Being thoughtful about how you recruit, where you recruit, how you train people, and how you perhaps access other pools of talent that you may not ordinarily have sought to harness. Why L.E.K? Fundamentally, extremely deep research and analytical capability, such that we can get behind the questions, behind the data, and lay out the options for our clients in a very granular and detailed way. That allows for much clearer decision making and less ambiguity. The more complex the problem, the more the need to bring in different sources of information, different analytical tools, the better we are. But also, we're nice people. Our clients like working with us. There's no arrogance, there's no ceremony. Clients enjoy, they tell me they enjoy working with the teams that I lead and my colleagues lead, because they're focused on getting the right answer, and they want to do that in a very nice way.